One of my subscribers said, Josh, you haven't posted or talked about working out in a while. What's up with that, homie? So let's talk about working out and veganism. Let's go. Okay, so let's go work out. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, the Urban Black Vegan, coming to you once again with a brand new episode number. Okay, so that was my workout. I do it 5 days a week. If I can get 7 in, cool. But I do it at least 5 days a week. I go for about an hour and a half each time I'm in there, unless something happens and I gotta cut it down. But my goal is an hour and a half each and every time. It's a full body workout, right? Full body workout that includes arms, legs, back, chest, and of course cardio. I don't really like running so much. So what I do is I do it at a high pace. The goal is to keep that heart rate up. So I'm burning. I love working out on an empty stomach. I've tried, I just don't feel comfortable when I'm like drinking or eating before a workout. So it's empty stomach. So it's definitely a workout with fasting involved. And I'll do a video about fasting and working out. So I go pretty hard with that. Now, my goal when I work out, like I said, is very fast paced. It's like one exercise right after another. There's no resting, no breaks, none of that. I don't have my phone with me, none. Unless I'm recording, which I use my phone to record this when I was at the gym. But otherwise, it's just intense, non-stop. No reading magazines, no looking at videos, no stopping to talk to anybody. I'm not there for that. It's a fast pace, it's multiple exercises. You might think, okay, 5 days a week, an hour and a half, who needs to work out that much? This is the way I look at it. If you have time to watch Scandal for an hour, if you have time to watch Game of Thrones for an hour, go to a movie and sit through that for 2 hours, if you have time for stuff that's not truly gonna benefit your life like that, God only knows you have time to devote an hour or a half hour or 20 minutes to your well-being. How is it even, to me, when I hear that argument, it's stupid. It makes no sense whatsoever. 24 hours in a day, you can't devote 30 minutes out of 24 hours to doing something that's gonna benefit you physically? That's crazy. Now, please understand, I understand not everyone is there yet. I wasn't there. See, I remember when I couldn't even do a push-up. I remember where I couldn't even do a sit-up. I remember because of my poor conditioning, my poor state of health, I was in a bad way. So now that I get off on that. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do any of that stuff. So for me, that's my high. That's real rap. That is my high. When I go to the gym, I get a sense of accomplishment. I mean, like, I can conquer the world when I go to the gym. That's how I feel, because my workout is that intense. And it's done with that level of intensity on purpose, because I want to feel a sense of accomplishment when I'm done. Now, so how does all this tie into veganism? I'm gonna get to that as well. Now, I also believe that, and I've said this before in prior episodes, that this body, the body that we've been given, is like a Maserati. And I believe that it's up to me to fuel that Maserati, to put in the premium fuel. By being a vegan, I'm putting in premium fuel into my Maserati. And heaven knows I'm not just gonna park the Maserati in the driveway, because the Maserati was built to be driven. This body, your body, was built to be driven, especially if you're fueling it properly. So if you are on this vegan journey, you're fueling your Maserati properly, Do you really just want to go park it in the driveway? That Maserati, your body has been built to run. Seriously, run hard. We can do that. So, an hour and a half? Yeah, no problem. So that's one way that I link my veganism, being a vegan, eating healthy, living healthy, especially since I came through the health door to find my way to veganism, was through health. And I believe that a marriage of health and fitness is actually just that, a marriage, and they need to work together to be most effective. It's a no-brainer. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna make excuses for not working out. I'm gonna make whatever necessary adjustment to work out, to get some physical fitness in. And I am encouraging you, challenging you to do the same. Another reason fitness and veganism kind of goes together. Now, as we've embarked on this vegan journey, for those who are just getting started, for those who've been in the game for a while, we are basically veganism ambassadors. We are ambassadors to this thing. We are the spokesperson for this thing. Now, even if you're not, you haven't, you didn't sign up for that, and I understand that. It doesn't matter. You are by default a spokesperson for veganism, especially if you're black. You just wear that title now. Once you have decided to put on that vegan hat and the vegan armor, you are now its spokesperson. People look at you differently. Once you make that announcement, people will look at you differently. People will size you up. They'll look at, what you're wearing. They'll look at your size. They'll look at you. They'll start to look at what you eat. Sometimes closer than the way you look at what you eat. They're just waiting to criticize you. They're just waiting to bring you down. They're just waiting to give you reasons why that lifestyle is not for them. And if it's physical appearance that they can kind of grab onto and say, look, that's why, then they'll do that. All I know is that I want to be the best version of me. And I've taken on that responsibility to being kind of like a spokesperson for veganism, for being a black vegan, of being a person who's decided to go against the grain. All I'm saying is this: get out there, drive your Maserati.